This is PreProduct's email flow screen. So this is where you'll set up email campaigns from confirmation through update and upcoming charge emails. All the emails are transactional emails, so they're not marketing with heavy styling. They're more optimized for deliverability and kind of a professional look, although there are some styling options which I can show you. There are three key main areas. So there's the email flow screen, which we're looking at now. There's the email editor screen, so that is how you edit the content of an individual email. And then finally, there's that email styling section, which I just mentioned. Now let's take them one by one. So starting with this screen, which we call the email flow screen, but you could think of it as a place to see the different email campaigns for each of the pre-order types. So capture only, you can see has 3 different emails that you can use. It's got a pre-order confirmation email, it's got a optional update email, and then finally it's got a payment link email. Charge later is probably our most common type of pre-order, and this is where customers pass through checkout straight away, but they're not charged anything until later on when you trigger them. So you can see here we've got a pre-order confirmation email straight away, but then there's also an update email which you can optionally send out. Another optional email is the upcoming charge email, so that's an email you trigger to customers to let them know that they'll be charged in 24, 48 hours, whatever you set setting to. And then finally, failed charge email, which again is optional. So if your charge has failed, you can use this email to tell them what went wrong and give them options to recover the payment. So that's charge later. Deposit up front is very similar to charge later. And then finally, charge up front. We don't have any of those charge emails, but we do have a confirmation and the optional update email. So moving on to the editor screen, let's click on this one. You can see that there's a subject line up front and there's a main body area. So you can make changes here. You can click save, and then that new version of email will be used. Going further down, we can see that there's actually a way to test as well. So PreProduct lets you select a specific product, and then you can just fire off a test email and make sure you're happy with it before sending it to customers. Moving back up again, you can see these purple little boxes. So they're dynamic variables. So you can use this one template for all your pre-order listings. And by making use of these dynamic variables, you're making sure that you're using the correct name of the product, the price. We've got outstanding amount to pay, I think, somewhere as well. Yep, up there. So you can just click that, or you can type it as well. And then last of all, I just want to mention customer portal link. So emails are a really good way to keep your pre-order customers engaged and let them know what's happening. Customer portals are a really good way as well. They're a link where customers can click from the email that you send this to them, and then they can see up-to-date shipping statements, any payment information, so whether they've been charged or not yet, all that kind of thing. And then last of all on this screen is the localize option. So you can set, for example, French, and then fill in this template just for French customers, and then they'll receive this specific version of the email when PreProduct sees that they're French. By default, the primary version of the email will be used. It's just if you set a more specific version of the email up here and PreProduct sees that that customer is using that language. Now, last of all is the email styling, which I mentioned a moment ago at the beginning. So there's two different links up here. We can click here to edit the font, and you can see that there's an option to paste a Google font in there, and then you can click update. That font will be used in both your storefront and also emails. And then up there next to it, we can see a customized email layout. So you can set a header color, you can upload a logo, which will sit in the header, and then you can center and left align text. So like I mentioned, just very minimal styling. And that is the email flow screen. So we went through the different types of pre-order and how they have different email campaigns or emails available to them. Then we looked at editing a specific email, so both content, testing it, and then localizing it. And then finally we looked at those styling options on the top right there.